Hello, Harambe students, it's Mr. Schneider, and should I say Harambe composers, because that's where we're at with this thing, with the world that we're in here. We're doing a lot of songmaker stuff. So just to review, we're going to take the 2-line challenge. That means we're going to create a song with 2 melodic lines in Songmaker. So you just clicked on the video and now you're watching me to learn how to create 2 distinct melodic lines. Then afterwards you're going to click here to get a blank Songmaker page. This is where you make your song. You're going to click save in the bottom right. Then you're going to copy the link. You're going to add that to a response in Seesaw, and if you like the song and you really want to play it for your friends or keep it for yourself or for your cool grandmother, you want to play it for her, you can also email it to yourself, and then you can share it with your friends or with your grandma or with anybody else. Alright, so moving on. Why do this assignment? Well, here's an example. This is Billie Eilish's Bad Guy, and I just clicked on this guy who used Google Songmaker to make it. So let's listen to a little bit. One thing you're going to notice is there's a bass line that's down here at the bottom. You see where I'm pointing? And then you also have kind of like this melody that kind of hops around. But basically, you have 2 lines. You have your bass line, you have your melody. You also have your drum kick in there. For now, you can do whatever you want with your drum kick. We're not really going to consider that a melodic line because drums are unpitched. So in terms of melody, we've got our bass and we've got our treble or higher melody. So let's listen to how Billie Eilish does it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oops.
Dun, dun.
Oop. Now
Okay, should be good. Let's have a listen.
Okay, now as the bass is coming in too. Hear that? The lower part there?
Beautiful. Okay, let's hear it with all the instruments. Piano, nice.
So you can almost see how this purple part is a repeated part. Then the melody goes higher, and then you have this bass part down lower. Alright, so Mr. Schneider, did you make any music to show us how to do this? Indeed I did. Alright, so here's a piece that I did. So I have to admit, I started with the bass part that's down here. And I did this sort of repeating bass pattern. And I had that sort of interlock with this drum pattern. I wish that I could just play you the bass pattern by itself. I cannot, but that's what I did first. Then I went and I did this top melody here, and if you notice, it goes to here and then it actually repeats. I repeat the melody again here, and these are obviously very different sounding, so they're not going to be mistaken as one melody because you can clearly see that this bass part is different than the melody. So anyway, I'm going to play them for you. Alright, so now I'm going to actually take away the melody here. I'm going to take away, half of it. So you can hear just the bass part here. And I'm actually going to take away the bass part here so you can just hear the melody. And that will give you a better sense for when these are, how these are 2 distinct lines. So here it goes. Right? So the idea then is that you're going to make a bass part that usually occupies these lower notes down here, and then you're going to do a top part that's more in this higher range. And let's go with another song. So this is another song I did that will showcase how we have our bass part here, and then we have our higher part up above. All right. Alright, so now I'm going to take away some of this bass part, even though I actually really like that piece. I'm going to take away some of this bass part. So now you can hear how there's this top melody, and then you'll hear when the bass comes in. Anyway, so that's the idea, guys. It's pretty simple. You're going to make a little song maker song. You can do whatever you want with the drum part. You're going to have a bass part down here. It can be however you want, right? Whatever bass part you want. And then from there, you're going to make a cool thing. It's going to sound awesome. All right, let's see how that sounds. That's probably not going to even sound good. Let's see. All right. Anyway, so hopefully that makes sense. 2-line challenge. Have fun with it. Start thinking about composition in a new way. And